the Sunday pilot here on Sim Sunday with the final in my port over videos from the main Liv'n the Dream channel. This is also the final video in the wide body twin series. And on this episode we're on board the Qualitywings 787-8 in the livery of Tui Netherlands as we fly this shuttle service between Curacao and Saint Maarten in the Dutch Antilles. Welcome back to Sim Sunday here on Liv'n the Dream, and the last in my wide body twin series, where I've been looking at 7 aircraft from 3 vendors, all for Prepared 3D version 4.5. And as you can see in this episode, we're in the 787-8 in the livery of Tui Netherlands, where we're going to fly the first sector of a journey that originates here in Curacao in the Dutch Caribbean and ends in Amsterdam. And that means we're going to fly from Curacao to an airport that is probably on every avgeek's bucket list. And that, of course, is Saint Maarten in the Dutch Caribbean. So moving over to Simbrief, we're going to be departing to the west here at Curacao, then turning left after takeoff, heading in a northeasterly direction on a flight that would normally take about 90 minutes up to Saint Maarten. I have no idea if TUI still fly this route, but they certainly used to. So what I've done for this particular virtual flight is I've set the calendar back to late August 2019, and that includes using historic weather from Active Sky from the very day in August 2019. Of course, we're in the incredible 787-8 from Qualitywings, and you've already seen the Dash 9 and the Dash 10 in my wide body twin series already. The scenery I'm using for here in Curacao is from Tropical Sim, and therefore it's a little bit basic. There is no sewed jetways, so I'm not proposing to go through the boarding process via GSX in this particular flight, so I'm getting straight in to programming the flight plan, both from Simbrief into the flight simulator itself as I'm doing here, and also the flight management computer, the FMC. So I plan to get straight into this flight by powering up the APU, disconnecting the ground services, then asking for clearance and pushback.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback. Locking gear. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Cleared to start engines.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
So I'm wondering, is there really a US Air Force base here in Curacao? I know that the Dutch, I think, have got F-18 Hornets, but I certainly don't think the Dutch have got B-52 bombers. As you can see, I've got V2 set at 137 for this particular flight. We're actually quite light, and that would be the case on this particular flight because it is the first sector of a 2-sector flight from here in Curacao up to Amsterdam, and I would be expecting in real life to be picking up a lot more passengers in Saint Maarten for the second half of this flight back to the Netherlands.
Lesman Tower, Orange, Board 5, heavy, ready to go, runway 11, IFR, Juliana.
Orange, Board 5, heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 11, surface wind 111 at 15.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 11, Orange, Board 5, heavy.
Approaching. 1, 1. On runway. 1, 1.
Check thrust. 80 knots.
Check.
Rotate. V2. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Orange 4-5 heavy. Contact Pleasant departure on 119.6.
211.9.6. Orange 4-5 heavy. Good day.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot in command.
Flaps 1.
Pleasant departure.
Flaps.
Orange 4-5 heavy. Is at 2,300. Climbing altitude 5,000.
If you're not a member, please visit us at P3Dv4.5. In just a few minutes, we will be beginning our comment.
Orange 4-5 heavy. Contact yourself. Control on 124.1. 2124.1. Orange 4-5 heavy. Goodbye. Orange 4-5 heavy is climbing through 2,800 for altitude 11,000. Orange 4-5 heavy. Curacao control roger. Altimeter 298 retreat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the use of approved portable electronic devices is now permitted.
With the Venezuelan coastline clearly visible in the distance behind us and Bonaire out to our right, it is time to climb to our cruising altitude on this sector of the flight, and that's 350, 35,000 feet. When I made this virtual flight back at the end of November 2020, I found it very hard to find accurate flight times, and that included this service. So I made an assumption that this particular flight would depart from Curacao late in the afternoon, arriving in Saint Maarten early evening, ready for the overnight flight back to Amsterdam. And that's why, flying northeast, we're rapidly losing daylight, even in late August. I always knew that I would be planning an arrival into runway 10 at Saint Maarten, which of course is over that famous beach. However, those who have flown this approach in flight sim before will know that there's no ILS in Saint Maarten, so Prepared 3D will be offering a visual approach tonight. But of course, on the Qualitywings 787-8, I can program an RNAV approach to help me on the descent vectoring towards this tricky little airport.
Preparation for landing, please return all seat backs and tray tables to their upright and stowed position. Ensure all portable electronic devices are turned off and stow all carry-on items. Additionally, footrest and video monitors must be
Orange
returned to their
4-5
original
heavy.
position.
Turn left heading
Thank you.
040. Turn left heading 040. Orange 4-5 heavy. Contact approach. Roger. Altimeter 3005. Orange 4-5 Heavy. Clear to land.
Landing checklist.
Approaching 09. Approaching 09.
Approaching minimums. Minimums 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Welcome to Saint Maarten in the Dutch Caribbean. Not my best landing, and certainly not my worst landing. I'm just happy we made it, and now it is time to backtrack towards the terminal. As we taxi to the gate, it is time to bring this episode of Sim Sunday to a close. And in fact, it is time to bring to a close my entire wide-body twin series. As I've said throughout this series, I do not profess to be a good virtual pilot at all, and that's simply because I'm not a fly-by-the-numbers pilot. I'm only a Sunday pilot. I tend to only fly my flight simulator at the weekend, and therefore I probably will never get very good at it. My objective in these videos is to show what an amateur virtual pilot like myself can achieve with a decent performance PC, a copy of prepared 3D version 4.5, some decent scenery, and these incredible virtual aircraft, this one of course being from Qualitywings and the 787-8. And of course this Dreamliner from Qualitywings along with the PMDG 777s that I've showed you, and of course the Aerosoft A330-300 are all fantastic virtual aircraft from incredible software producers in our community. And while certainly not cheap pieces of software, I hope that you will agree with me that they provide excellent value for money due to their incredible quality. Back here to Saint Maarten, I should probably let you know that the scenery I'm using tonight is from FlyTampa and the Saint Maarten Complete series. It was originally released for FSX, but there were some decent update files available for Prepared 3D, which I've downloaded. And yes guys, this does mean that GSX will work because there are so jetways. So that's it guys, the end of another flight here in Sim Time. I hope you've enjoyed this short flight on board the Qualitywings 787-8 in the colours of Tui Netherlands from Curacao to Saint Maarten in the Caribbean. All that remains for me to say is thanks for watching.